So how about this? From one class act to another, talking about you, basketball great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is shedding new light on his relationship with one of the best coaches in basketball history. Legendary UCLA coach, that's John Wooden, and his 7-foot-tall big man lost just twice during their time together in Westwood, Los Angeles. They went on to win 3 straight NCAA championships from 1967 through 1969.
The Hall of Fame coach and player remained close long after their time on the court. They formed one of the most enduring relationships in sports history. Abdul-Jabbar's new book, Coach Wooden and Me, Our 50-Year Friendship on and Off the Court, gives an intimate look at their deep bond. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, welcome back.
Thank you.
I knew Coach Wooden, and you can't say enough about him, but this is special because you were a great player and had this great relationship. What was, in essence, about him that we all ought to understand, appreciate, and emulate?
His motivation to coach had to do with his Christian faith. He wanted to use basketball as a means to have an influence on young men and show them how to live their lives.
But you had become a Muslim.
Well, morality is morality. It's
Right.
about right and wrong. You don't have to be that specific. And when I became Muslim, I let Coach Wooden know about it, and he wanted to know what my motivations were and everything, but he did not disapprove. He just wanted to understand what my thought process was and where I was coming from as a person.
But you write that, and talk about being a person, you write that he didn't really focus on becoming better players. He wanted that too, but more importantly was making better people. That seemed to matter to him above everything.
That was his ultimate goal. Mm-hmm. But on the way to that, we won a few basketball games.
Yeah, but that's what he focused on. You said you two were an odd couple waiting to happen. He's a white guy, 5'5", from Indiana, which some people say at the time was Klan country. You're 18, 7'2", from the inner city. And you said in the beginning it was mutual respect, but not warmth.
Yeah, the mutual bond was basketball. But once I got to know Coach Wooden and understand him, and I was an English major, he was an English teacher, so we had things to talk about that had nothing to do with sport, and he enjoyed that. He enjoyed expanding the relationship and what it was based on.
You quote all the time, too. Quoted stuff all the time, quoting Shakespeare and everybody else.
Shakespeare, all of his favorite, his poets. And I was surprised he was into Langston Hughes. Yeah. And that really surprised me,
You write that he echoed a lot of values that you had learned at home, and one of his favorite sayings was, "Don't hope. Hope is for people who aren't prepared."
Yeah.
Exactly. We don't need to hope. We need to understand what the problem is and figure out some solutions and be ready for the problem when it gets here, because it's coming.
Work ethic.
Yeah, work ethic and just preparation was what it was all about. One of his favorite sayings was, failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
I love that.
She stole from Ben Franklin, but it was quite appropriate.
Did you have the sky hook before you got to UCLA?
I started work on the hook shot when I was in the 5th grade. I had that shot.
This is the greatest shot ever in basketball.
I think in 5th grade you were 6'11" or something.
Oh, no, I wasn't that tall. But I
Were you
started,
6'8"?
No.
You were really tall.
I got to be 6'8" when I was in the 8th grade.
That's what I mean. You were tall, yeah.
Going on 14.
Yeah, you were tall.
One of his other important lessons, I love this too, is that
there's that sky hook.
we should never focus on the outcome, but on the activity itself. How's that guided you?
Well, everybody wants to win. Everybody feels best when they're winning. But learning what you need to learn to win is really the crux of it, because you can't win all the time.
Nope. But you had a pretty good record. You said that you and Coach Wooden were fluent in basketball, but you don't think players and coaches can have that kind of relationship that you two had back then, today?
I don't think that's possible now because kids aren't going to college now to get an education. They're going to play basketball and move on to the NBA.
One and out.
So that's basically what's happening, and it's rare to see some guys stay and try to get their degrees. I was very impressed with the University of Wisconsin. Yeah. The guys stayed. They made a commitment to each other and to the school, and they were in the NCAA finals 2 years in a row. I really admired what they achieved as students and as athletes.
Good for you for writing this book.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much.
Nice to be here.
Coach Wooden and Me goes on sale tomorrow.